That rain is really bad. That's insane.
The rain is bad, but it's a good thing that we're indoors
Oh, you're right.
playing Vidya.
Vidya games.
Welcome back to Wind Waker.
We're gonna
lift up this big head.
Yeah.
See what's underneath it.
It's a very big head.
My Deku leaf's all out of leaves.
Yeah.
It's just a Deku
That's
stick.
all right. We'll get magic.
All right. Well, without further ado,
You can pick them up from.
yeah, I know.
And that also.
I can't move with them.
It's impressive. Is all I was gonna say.
What?
The
That
fact
such
that
a
you
small
can-
man can lift such
It's
a large rock.
just such a small.
Oh, there's a bumhole in the island.
Mmm.
Just dive into the island's bumhole, and off we go.
Okay, so
Bumhole Island.
here's a little thing we can do.
Mm-hmm.
So read the rock, and I'll tell you what this whole place is about. The Savage Labyrinth. Deep in the never-ending darkness, the golden shard you seek awaits.
Oh. All right. Into the butthole's butthole.
Yep.
Double butthole. Oh, shit.
So, this is what they. No. I what?
Yes.
It's don't. I mean, you can, but don't.
Okay.
But you can.
Okay.
This is one of the reasons I actually don't really like. Well, I do enjoy DMing, and it's a bit funnier when you're a DM because it's.
I see. This is the thing because in the last episode I was speaking about dice rolls and Morrowind.
Yeah.
Whereas now, look, I had to kill all of them to open this.
Yes, I know, but what I was gonna say was what I was gonna say was that you honestly do this just to trip me up.
No, I don't.
Okay, well, go down the fucking hole then.
Well, I was waiting for you to explain what you were talking about.
It
before
doesn't
I then-
matter. Just play the game.
I'm trying. Every time I do something, you're like, "No, don't do that." And I'm like, "Okay."
No, right.
And then I go to do something else.
So, for anybody who hasn't played Dungeons and Dragons and hasn't been, basically, you have your player characters, right? So you have people who play characters in the game, and then you have somebody who is kind of like God in a sense, and that's the game master, right? So he kind of sets it all up, lets you know what's happening, and kind of describes how people react in the world to what you're doing, right?
Yeah.
So the thing is that player characters, because they're played by other people, are a mixed bag. Sometimes they are very sensible, and they do things that are like, yep, that makes sense. But then you also get player characters that will just be like, I'm going to. And then I don't know. I'm gonna seduce the dragon rather than fight it. And you're like, I mean, sure, but you're not nothing. I don't know what you're expecting to happen with this. So, and I feel like that quite a lot. You make some really interesting choices.
Well, again, it's
You've not
because
played
I've
the game
never
before.
played the game before, and I'm trying to figure out exactly what I can do and what it is exactly I'm supposed
That's
to
true.
do.
That's true.
So
But
I'll start doing things, then you'll go, "No, don't do that," and then I'll stop doing that, and then it turns out that I was supposed to be doing that, but not just yet. For example,
right.
this is an example.
Uh-huh.
Or I'll hear the first part of an instruction and go, "Yes, sirree, Bob," and then go off and do it. But it turns out that there was more that apparently I needed to listen to.
There usually is.
Well, then just say it all.
That's a pretty ball, isn't it?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Would
I need
be-
to
would
go. I
be-
need to move further from. I need to move further away from him. Is that what you're trying to tell me?
No, I mean, it would be kind of cool if you could just hit it.
Oh, well, there's no point because he doesn't take any damage.
He does.
Well, he's a ball.
Yeah.
Oh,
He takes little bits of damage,
little bit of damage.
but he doesn't take as much damage as it, compared to when you just, parry him. It's in the same way that, like, in Dark Souls, you can fight a guy who's got his shield up and he'll still take, like, a fraction of damage, but you could just wait and then, or parry him or something, and then bang. You killed him. geese are the worst enemies, and I don't know what it is about bats. Bats in video games always suck.
Die Fledermaus.
They always.
Hmm?
Isn't that butterfly?
Fledermaus?
Fledermaus.
No.
Oh wait, you're right.
Bat.
No, that's a bat.
Schmetterling.
Schmetterling is a butterfly. Yes. Couldn't have thought of a more aggressive way.
Schmetterling.
You know.
All right. Okay, Germany. Or German, I should say, since it's not Germany is not the only place where people speak German.
Yeah. The Austrians speak it too.
If we're if we're gonna get into that neck of the woods, Switzerland, man, what's going on there? Pick a language, stick with it.
Yeah.
Like, you can't just be like, yeah, we've got a few. Like, what's the main one? What do you speak?
What does everybody speak? Actually, that is a good point. What is
English? Like,
does
what?
In Switzerland? What is the main language that everybody speaks?
If you're Swiss and you're watching this, what languages do you speak regularly? What languages can you speak? Why is fucking everything so expensive in Basel?
What's the canon language, right?
We need a canon language, please.
Yeah.
And some explanation as to why things are expensive in Basel. Also, what's with all the banks and sex shops? I'm speaking specifically about the city of Basel, which is the only place in Switzerland I've been.
Right.
It was very dull.
Yeah.
Even with all the banks and sex shops, you know, you'd go past the odd bar here and there, and the beer would be very expensive.
Yeah.
You'd be able to pick up cheaper beer in a kebab shop, which we did, along with dinner.
Don't go into the light.
Okay,
just,
I won't.
Just letting you know.
Because there's more. Yeah, and I remember going past a restaurant and seeing that it was like 30 quid for a plate of spaghetti bolognese, which was atrocious.
No.
Oh, no, 'cause I don't have any magic.
No, yeah, so it's...
Oh, the grappling hook.
Yeah, no. Well, I mean, you could do that, but your boomerang, John.
Oh.
Your favourite weapon. You always forget. Don't mash the boomerang button, because what happens is that it just recalls it.
Oh.
If you mash it, so you kind of want to be a bit more methodical. Or you could do that. That's big pee-pee.
Big chew Jew.
Yeah.
Big chew jelly.
Yeah, man. That was a very Chad move right there.
Thanks.
No.
So yeah, so we rock up and me and a couple of pals had been interrailing, and we rocked up in fucking Basel. Because it was a pit stop basically. We were in Italy. We were going to Germany. Switzerland's in the way.
Yeah.
We may as well just stop off.
Why not?
So we get there, and before we'd even got there, we found out that the biggest attraction of Basel is the paper mill.
Oh.
Yep. Yeah. But when we got there, it turned out it was closed.
Damn it.
And we said to the guy that was working in the hostel, well, what else can we do? And he was like, oh, well, one of the biggest attractions here is that people like to swim in the Rhine. The River Rhine runs through Basel. And he was like, you can swim in the Rhine. And we were like, oh, great. He's like, but you can't do it at the moment because it's been raining and the water level's too high. And the currents are too fast. So you'll probably die. So we're like, right, sounds cool. What else is there to do in Basel? And he was like, I don't know, man, just go see the sights.
What sights?
I don't know. And then he charged us many francs for breakfast.
Oh.
Yeah, really.
So
didn't I get a good impression of Switzerland?
So Switzerland, they still use their own currency.
Yes, they still use their own currency. They've still got 12 languages, and everything's very expensive because they have very high taxes, but the standard of living is also higher. So it's like a weird, like...
Yeah.
Yeah.
To them, it's probably fine.
Well, they're sitting on top of, like, centuries worth of other people's gold by now. Yeah. So, yeah, I reckon it is probably fine.
This is why so at the start of every episode, I'm like, Rachel, would you like a microphone? And she goes, no, it's okay. I don't think I will speak.
I want to speak.
I'll only speak. And I'm like, okay, cool. Well, that's fine.
I'll massage your hamstring.
We'll keep it that way. And then she starts speaking, and I'm like, you need to think about editor Julian here.
I'm sorry.
Right?
Nobody thinks about editor Julian. While we've been talking about Alex, actually, I remembered this last time, so I'm going to bring it up again properly.
Yeah.
Alex's big thing is that's future Alex's problem. That's his, like...
That's his big motto.
Yeah. Like, that terrifies the life out of me, though, because A, I have no real concept of the future, and
Right.
B, I am constantly yelling at me in the past for doing stupid things.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Well-
future me is just present me, really, but later down the... Like,
But
yeah.
some would say that, this is going to get philosophical and deep, some would say that's actually probably a good thing to not really, because a lot of people
Worry about consequences.
think about the future too much.
Yeah.
Right? And are constantly future traveling
Yeah.
in their head all the time.
Always
and
about
then
that next move.
Yeah, exactly. And when people say, when people talk about living in the here and now, they mean just chill out, stop thinking so much about the future, and concentrate on the little things that matter. But a lot of people take it the wrong way, and they're like, all right, so like just drink and be merry, and then live really irresponsibly, and then mess up their future. So it's kind of a double-edged sword, I think.
I can see that, yeah. Yeah.
So, like, my granddad, actually, he had it's not an original saying at all, but it's how he lived his life, and it makes total sense. He just basically said, again, don't mutton bash it. Don't mutton bash it. Don't mutton mash, right? Stop going out into the fields and stop bashing sheep. Right? Stop doing that. Anyway, my granddad basically had he basically lived his life by the saying like everything in moderation, basically, and it's true, just everything in moderation. A little bit of poison can be medicinal, or and also a little bit too much medicine can be poisonous. It's all about always going for the middle ground. Extremes are always
Extreme.
extreme, and they're never productive in any way whatsoever.
Yeah.
So with regards to things like future planning and things like that, and living in the moment, just take it easy with both of them.
Yep.
Have a vague plan.
Aye,
Right.
a rough idea.
Exactly.
But it doesn't have to... Oh,
Okay.
this looks very grand.
Yeah, we're gonna be fighting some.
Oh, dear.
Okay, get your bow out.
Oh. Okay.
So that's what we're gonna be killing these boys with. So you lock on and then just
Let her rip.
yeah. Yeah, about 2 shots is enough, and you can dodge those fireballs. Talking about dodging fireballs, I'm amazed at like all the things you can do in Oblivion. This is from watching Voices from the Dark.
Oh, yeah.
But like the reflect damage attribute that you get,
Brilliant.
and it's excellent. So, do you remember how to kill these guys?
Yeah, I need my bombs.
No, you don't.
Oh, no.
No. You can you freeze them by doing that, and then you have to hit them in the back. Yeah. So you get a limited amount of. You only have a set amount of.
Hits.
No, not hits.
Time?
No, arrows.
Oh, in the
just
labyrinth, you mean?
Yeah. So
Okay.
Just in general. So just be conservative.
Okay.
Otherwise you're just gonna be stuck. Yeah. Now you want to get your bombs.
Right. Oh, they gave me some bombs.
Yeah.
That's nice of them.
It's free bombs.
It's free real estate. I now understand that joke.
Yes. The original sketch is 10 times funnier than the meme,
Shit.
as it usually is the case.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's one of those things where you see a meme out in the wild and you're like, I don't get it, and then when you see the original where it came from, it's like, ah.
Yeah, don't run into the guy, John.
Right.
You're so silly.
Right.
You're such a silly Billy, John.
Right, you. Enough of that. I'm
John.
not silly. I'm not silly. I'm sensible and I'm serious. Grrr. Fighty Potman. Oh shit.
Oh, Fighty Potman.
Fighty Potman.
It's a good thing we have those fairies, eh? Fighty Potman, yeah. For like a really aggressive like stoner rock band.
An old pal of mine had a band name that was Fighty and the Hurty Men, and I thought that was excellent.
It's pretty great. I really like it. So you stun them and then you hit them with your sword. Get your sword!
Where can I get me one of them swords?
Channel your inner Danny DeVito.
Where can I get me one of them swords? That's a story. I think it's P. Diddy met George Lucas, and that was like one of the only things he asked him was like, where can I get me one of them swords?
As in lightsabers?
Yeah.
Fuck's sake.
One of them swords.
Alright. Yeah! There we go.
Thanks.
But yeah, we got plenty of fairies, so
Plenty of swords.
we're gonna be fine.
Ah!
This is just gonna be
I
combat.
think I'd be
dungeon
used to
episode.
diving down holes now.
No, we don't have any magic
Shit.
because we used it all to get over here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Why haven't they given us any more?
you can lock on and shoot your arrows. It's way more. No, not like that. You have to like physically actually like lock onto the enemy, and then you don't have to aim. Oh, it looks like you can. Yeah. There you go. Or you can just hit them with your big bit of metal
I will.
attached to a stick.
Yep.
Which is basically what a sword is.
Yep.
Have you really,
That yeah.
if you've never thought
yeah,
about
yeah,
it?
that is what a sword is.
So-
You are not wrong.
Yeah.
It's a
do,
bit of
do-
metal.
do you know what?
On a bit of wood.
Do you know what a spear is?
It's a smaller bit of metal on a bigger bit of wood.
Yeah. Also, I'm just gonna put it out there. Swords,
Mm-hmm.
it's swords, like shit tier compared to spears. Spears are like the thinking man's weapon. Just gonna put it out there.
What happens when the spear breaks in half?
You got a sword.
Okay.
You got a short sword.
Okay.
Yeah. No, that's not how. But yeah, and the whole trope of spears getting cut in half, it's not real. Would never actually happen. If you actually think about how strong. So that's it. It's an arrow job for those guys.
Oh.
It's all right. You got 3 fairies, so you're okay.
Yeah, but I've only got 17 arrows.
Yeah, so if you lock onto them like you did there, it's a straight, like, one shot.
I ran into that fireball.
Yeah. Link's tired of your bullshit.
Link's just tired. I don't blame him.
There we go. And then you got that guy left. Alright. And when you slash him, just run away from him. Not right, that was close. It's like, fuck's sake, man.
I mean, yeah, I get it. If I had to be doing this all the time, I'd be pissed too. Oh.
Yeah, that was one of your fairies
That
came
was
to
a
rescue.
fairy.
We have 2 left.
That's enough.
I would use your bombs.
Like my actual bombs.
Yeah, because you've got them on.
I've got them on draft.
You've got load. You got 30. You don't need to be using like the little like baby bombs that they're giving you. You know, the vegan like
Shit.
free range bombs.
Yeah.
All right, we got, you know,
Baby's first explosive.
GMO. You know, like just absolutely lethal bombs. Much better.
Nice.
just thought about that. Bombs aren't vegan. Nitroglycerin.
Ah,
Glycerin.
yeah.
There you go.
Sorry, vegans.
Sorry, vegans.
No explosives for you.
No explosives for you. You're gonna have to
shit.
find a different way to, I don't know, commit terrorist act. If you want to do that.
Oh, don't give them the ideas.
The vegans.
The part-timers do not condone terrorist action.
I'm gonna, editor Julian, please make this a very clear sentiment that we do not condone any of that nonsense.
If you are willing to get into the semantics of the term terrorist, then of course we'll want to be part of that conversation. I actually do. That wasn't sarcasm. But otherwise, no. No. Anyway, let's
No.
fight these dogs.
Yeah. We used to have a Doberman in
I vaguely remember you saying this.
yeah, it was our family dog. We had a Doberman. They actually make really nice
Yeah,
pets.
yeah, I'm sure.
They're very loyal, is
Mm.
the thing. So if you need to kind of train them to kind of understand what is a threat and what isn't, because if they get mixed up somehow,
Yeah,
then
yeah.
everything becomes a threat,
Yeah.
and then you just end up with a
With
really
a really
difficult
angry
dog
yeah.
to deal with. I mean, from what I've read, because at one point in my life I got really into like animal psychology,
Okay.
and
Dog
things like
brains.
dog brains, and it's really interesting actually. And there's so much that people just really misunderstand or just don't know.
Such as?
The idea of alpha and beta dogs is a total. It's not accurate at all. It came from like a study, where they basically studied. John, look at the circle.
Yes, I've looked at the circle. I know I need to do something with the Wind Waker, and I'm looking at the elephant to give me any clues. Now keep telling me about dogs, please.
What clue are you gonna get?
I don't know. What tune to play? Maybe.
You know what tune to play.
The Wind's Requiem?
Yes.
Well, how did I know that? Other than guessing.
I suppose you've not played enough Zelda games. So, you remember in Ocarina of Time, the one tune that did everything was Zelda's Lullaby? It's the Wind's Requiem in this.
I remember there were more songs that did more
There's
things.
more songs, but like, if there's like a moment where you're like, I have to play, we got a Triforce Shard.
Oh, nice!
We got
We got a Triforce Shard.
We got a Dorito Shard. So that's cool. But yeah, in Ocarina of Time, sorry, that's why I was kind of expecting you to know how to do that.
Now what do I do with this?
Later.
Later? I have to come back.
We need to get a mirror shoot. Yes.
Oh, okay.
We can come back if you like. You get a really cool. You do get a.
Well, I
pretty
need to
cool
come
item.
back with a mirror shield.
Yeah.
Nice.
Cool. But yeah, in Ocarina of Time, like Zelda's Lullaby, like is the one song that you play if you're like, there's a bit where I have to play the Ocarina. I'm gonna play this. It's either that or the Song of Time. And it's always those two, regardless. It is, John. You're just saying because it's me saying it.
I'm just trying to remember. It's been a while since I played Ocarina.
But the Wind's Requiem.
I mean,
is
I will
basically
take
that.
your word for it, but I still feel like there was more variety. Like
There is more variety,
like
but
it
like
was a case of no. I'm not like I'm not. By that I don't mean that in this that in this, for example, we've only got 2 songs to play. I just mean that like I don't remember constantly having to go, oh fuck, it's Zelda's it's Zelda's theme.
make it daytime. Yeah, no, I understand that. Like, there's in Ocarina of Time, there's specific songs that warp you to specific places, and that kind
Are
of
there?
thing. Yes.
Oh.
You know, like the what you call it, the fire bolero and the fire temple bolero, and I can't remember the very specific names for it, but the Nocturne Shadow. There you go. Let's go see Granny.
Oh yeah,
We can get some soup for free.
free soup.
Free soup. It's like the best healing item in
No
the game.
car.
It gives you a full heal. I'm pretty sure.
You.
Gives you a full heal
Yeah.
and powers up your attacks.
Okay.
So you basically do double damage.
Super tasty, super spicy. Oh, looks like Granny could use some soup. She just doesn't seem very well, does she? Oh, okay.
Oh.
She's not gonna give me any soup.
Oh, I think you need to use a you need to use a fairy. I remember now.
Granny,
Yeah, use a fairy.
quick.
Okay.
Granny's not well.
Yeah, I remember. And then heals up Granny.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, Grandma is always happy to see my bright, shining face.
Alfalfa, my dear sweet Alfalfa,
I'm
you're
safe, yeah.
That's wonderful.
I think Doki Doki's kind of taken the voice acting out of me a wee bit. I think I'm still on like a detox.
Yeah.
Just because it was a full day of doing accents and reading. Like, by
Yeah,
now,
yeah.
anytime I see text on the screen, I'm just like, over it.
Yeah, yeah.
Get
Let's,
outta here.
let's just read it. Let's, yeah.
Yes! Elixir soup. Yes! That is one hearty soup. 2 helpings!
Yeah, man.
I do love Grandma's soup.
So basically, like the way I always play this is I have 2 fairies and I have 2 lots of soup, right? Because you can just chug a bit of soup, right? Heals you up, and then you still got half a soup left,
Yeah.
right? So you basically have 4
Oh,
potions.
so it's like the
You
milk
have-
in
yeah,
Ocarina.
exactly. You
Right.
have 4 potions in 2 bottles.
4 portions and 2. Fuck.
Right.
Look at you! Right then, well,
Yeah, poor Granny.
where to next?
Bless her.
Where to we going now?
I think we've only got 2 minutes left of an episode.
Oh, really?
So I think probably the best thing we could do, right? We could go back to Windfall Island. Oh, actually no. We should stay here. We could do some pig related.
Oh, yeah, because
shenanigans.
I've got my big...
Yeah, you can pick up the big boy now.
Yeah! Oh,
Is that you?
I'm safe.
Okay, that's good to know.
Thanks. Oh.
Mm.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah, I
noticed
know.
that actually. Right.
Right. Let's get.
I am the big pig man.
It's annoyingly, we walk really slowly with the big pig.
Yeah, well, it's understandable.
So I don't know if you noticed, but there, see, like big
Yeah.
patches of
Yeah,
brown
yeah.
dirt.
Yep.
You just chuck them. Let go. And if you put some bait on top of it, he'll be like, oh, and then he'll basically dig whatever's underneath that. It's kind of genius. He's like a little truffle pig.
Okay.
Except they don't use pigs anymore because pigs eat truffles.
Yeah.
It's like the most inefficient way of getting truffles.
Yeah.
They use
Did we
dogs
talk
now.
about this last week?
I think we did. No, you need to do it right on the thing. It's not like the. Yeah. So now we need to go buy more bait.
Okay.
Oh. I was so scared we soft locked the game again.
Again?
No, well, I mean, I was scared again. It's happened to me once or twice. And it's just like, it's terrifying. You know what? We'll deal with the pig in the next episode.
Yeah. Okay.
That's what we'll do.
Okay.
Alright.
Well,
if you,
folks,
it's the usual.
you know,
Like and
subscribe.
Like it says at on our outro. If you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe.
leave a comment with your favorite fact about
too. Pigs.
pigs.
And with,
Yeah.
And with that,
Don't forget, the cheese will keep till next week. See ya.
Bye.
Part-timers, we do this part-time. If you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe.